Are you facing difficult challenges in your life? Do you want to know how to find courage and boldness in difficult situations? Let's look at one of the most famous stories from the Bible, the battle between David and Goliath. This is more than just a story of a young boy defeating a giant. It's about faith, determination, and God using those who are perceived as weak or insignificant to accomplish great things. Join us as we dive deep into the lessons from this great story. If you're new to the channel or haven't subscribed yet, we encourage you to hit that subscribe button and share this video with your friends and family. Together, let's unpack timeless lessons from the Bible to find our higher purpose and live a life without regrets. Philistines gathered their forces for war and assembled at Soko in Judah. In the valley below, a giant named Goliath stood as the champion of the Philistine army. Every day for 40 days, he taunted the Israelites, challenging anyone brave enough to fight him. Goliath wasn't just a warrior, he was a symbol of fear. No one dared face him, and each day the Israelites grew more fearful. David, the youngest son of Jesse, was sent by his father to bring food to his brothers who were in the army. When David arrived, he heard Goliath's taunts and saw the fear in the eyes of his fellow Israelites. But instead of being afraid, David asked a simple question: who is this uncircumcised Philistine that he should defy the armies of the living God? David saw the situation through the lens of faith, not fear. Word of David's courage quickly spread, and he was brought before King Saul. While Saul was hesitant to send a young shepherd into battle, David convinced the king by recounting how he had killed both a lion and a bear while protecting his flock. "The Lord who rescued me from the paw of the lion and the paw of the bear will rescue me from the hand of this Philistine," David declared. With only his sling, 5 smooth stones, and faith in God, David walked into the valley to face Goliath. As the giant mocked him, David spoke with confidence. "You come against me with sword and spear, but I come against you in the name of the Lord Almighty. This day the Lord will deliver you into my hands." And just as David had declared, the Lord delivered Goliath into his hands. Reaching into his bag and taking out a stone, he slung it and struck Goliath on the forehead. The giant fell with a thunderous crash, and the Philistine army was thrown into chaos. David ran to Goliath, taking the giant's sword and finishing the fight. It was a victory not just for Israel, but for faith in the face of impossible odds. Lesson 1. Trust in God's strength, not your own. David was just a young shepherd, not a warrior. Yet he didn't rely on his own strength to defeat Goliath. He relied on God's power. He knew that with faith, even the impossible could be achieved. In life, we often face challenges that seem too big for us to handle alone. Whether it's a difficult career decision, a personal struggle, or a health crisis. Like David, we must remember that we don't have to face these battles on our own. Trusting in God's power, love, and the finished work of Jesus Christ will give us the strength we need to overcome our giants. Lesson 2. Don't be afraid to stand alone. David was the only one willing to stand up to Goliath when even King Saul and the entire Israelite army were afraid. He didn't follow the crowd. He stood firm in his belief and acted with courage. There are moments in life when we have to stand alone for what we believe in, whether it's making a tough ethical decision at work, standing up to injustice, or pursuing a dream others don't support. Don't be afraid to be the lone voice. Remember, God is always on your side when you follow his direction and obedient to his word. True courage often means going against the grain, knowing pleasing God is more important than satisfying others or any outcome. Lesson 3. Use what you have. David didn't wear Saul's armor or use a sword like a traditional soldier. Instead, he used what he knew: a sling and 5 smooth stones. He relied on the tools and skills he had, rather than trying to be someone he wasn't. In today's world, we often compare ourselves to others, feeling like we need to have their resources or talents to succeed. But this story reminds us that we are equipped with our own unique abilities. Success comes from maximizing what we have and trusting in our own path and calling, rather than trying to imitate someone else. Lesson 4. Face your giants head on. David didn't hesitate. While others retreated in fear, he ran toward Goliath. He confronted the giant with confidence and faith in God, knowing that hesitation would only give fear more power. In modern life, giants could be anything from anxiety, difficult relationships, or financial struggles. The lesson here is to face them head-on. Procrastination and avoidance only make things worse. By confronting your problems directly, you can take control of your situation, just as David did. Lesson 5. Victory comes through faith. David's victory was not just about defeating Goliath, it was about proving that with faith, anything is possible. David's confidence came from his unwavering belief that God would deliver him. When life throws seemingly insurmountable challenges at you, faith in God can be the key to victory. Without faith, it is difficult to please God. Faith fuels action, and through that belief, we can find the strength to overcome even the biggest obstacles. Lesson 6. Preparation leads to success. David didn't just show up on the battlefield unprepared. Long before facing Goliath, David was honing his skills in the fields as a shepherd. Day after day, he practiced with his sling, protecting his flock from wild animals. Little did he know, these small everyday acts were preparing him for one of the greatest challenges of his life. It's easy to overlook the importance of the small things we do each day, but everything we face can be a stepping stone toward a greater purpose. Preparation in the quiet moments equips us for the battles ahead. Just like David, every moment you spend developing your skills today can prepare you for something much bigger tomorrow. So remember, no matter how ordinary your task may seem, it could be laying the foundation for future success. Lesson 7. Ignore the doubters. Before David faced Goliath, he had to face another battle: doubt. Even his own brothers didn't believe in him. They saw him as just a young shepherd boy, unqualified to stand against a giant. But David didn't let their skepticism shake his confidence. He knew something they didn't. His victory would come not from their approval, but from his faith and preparation. In life, there will always be doubters. People may tell you that you're too young, too inexperienced, or that you don't have what it takes. But like David, you must stand firm in your belief. Don't let the voices of doubt drown out your inner conviction. Your strength comes not from the opinions of others, but from your own faith, preparation, and determination. Ignore the doubters and run toward your destiny. If you're new to the channel or haven't subscribed yet, please consider supporting us by subscribing and sharing this video with your friends and family. Let's spread the blessings together.